Officials for this afternoon's ball game, two of the best in the business, Richie Powers and Mendy Rudolph.
Officials for today's game, Mendy Rudolph and Richie
There's
Powers.
Mendy. And the starting lineups as we have given to them. Here's a look at the matchup. Bill?
Well, Keith, I think that with Happy Harrison and Bob Dandridge, they can... you can see a lot of, I think Happy's going to have a little contact with him.
The edge would lie to Hairston
Inside.
in everything but mobility, I would say.
Yes, yes. Bobby Dandridge has some good moves once he gets the ball, but I think he'll probably be played without the ball. In other words, Happy would try to keep him from getting the ball too much.
McMillan and Perry are two youngsters. McMillan's second year, Perry's third year, but actually this is the first time Curtis Perry has been put in the basket and said, go.
Yeah, I think that'll be to his disadvantage. This Jim McMillan's a very smart young player, and I think he'll take advantage of every mistake that Curtis Perry makes.
Jerry West and Oscar Robertson, well, there's little to be said about that. They are two of the greatest the game has ever seen. Gail Goodrich gives away some size to John McLaughlin.
Yes. I think John McLaughlin's probably a little better defensive player than Gail, but Gail's having a great offensive year.
The tip, and Milwaukee controls it. The Bucks are wearing white. Number 14 is John McLaughlin. Number 1 is Oscar Robertson. Number 10 is Bobby Dandridge. Number 18 is Curtis Perry. Lou Alcindor, as he was known last year, his official name now is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Underneath the center of the corner, but then this is good. So Jim McMillan comes up court as Milwaukee takes the ball. Gail Goodrich, number 25 for the Lakers in blue. John McLaughlin on him. Gale spins and shoots and misses. An air ball cleared by Dandridge of Milwaukee. The Bucks getting the first points, and they have the ball now as Oscar brings it down. It is Jerry West. He missed the shot. The tip is good. And Jabbar will get credit for the basket, and Milwaukee jumps to a 4-0 lead. Goodrich has it. Jerry West is number 44. Happy Hairston, number 52 in blue. Happy shot from outside. Comes off. Chamberlain for the tip, and Jabbar comes down with it. And here come the Bucks leading 4-0 in the opening minute of play. McLaughlin with a 3-inch advantage in height over Gail Goodrich. It's Jerry West now on Dandridge. As Dandridge works off the baseline, misses badly. Inside, they come out with it and throw it right over here to West. So it's a turnover on Los Angeles, and he gets a grin from Oscar. It could be the Lakers are a little tight. They have won 33 consecutive games. This is the first time they have played here this season. Here is Abdul-Jabbar inside against Chamberlain. He got it. It is 6-0 Milwaukee in the first minute and a half. Oscar after Jerry. McMillan over Dandridge. Jimmy McMillan gets Los Angeles' first points of the afternoon. It is 6-2, and they try to break it with McLaughlin. Goodrich spoils it. Obviously trying to go to McLaughlin, who has the height advantage over Gail Goodrich, but that time Stumpy read it and broke it up. It is McMillan on Dandridge. Jabbar and Chamberlain. He's hit 2 in a row over Wilt. He has a total of 6 points, and it's 8-2 Milwaukee. They try to go inside to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain gets the ball. Nice play, but he is forced out of bounds, and the Lakers will keep it. No, he will not. It'll go to Milwaukee. In the collision of the big men, Wilt went over the line, and the judgment of Richie Powers, who was right there. The ball should go to the Bucks, and they have it. Here's Jabbar again, working against Wilt. That time, Wilt got a piece of him and fouled him. I think here we have, in the battle of the big man already, Bill, we have Abdul-Jabbar trying to get the emotional edge early.
Yes, he's trying to establish position, so to speak. He's taking it straight to Wilt, maybe to try to discourage him or get him down. I think this is probably a good strategy, since it seems to be working, so it's pretty good. So that, I guess he's trying to get psychological edge early in the game.
He misses the second free throw. It is 9-2 Milwaukee. We have 9.5 minutes to go in the first period. Gail Goodrich. That's Jerry West. In the corner, it's McMillan. And it comes out. The rebound by Hairston.
That's a mistake on Curtis Perry there, not screening out Happy Harrison. That happens to young guys. They forget sometimes. They don't concentrate as much as they have to.
The Bucks by 5. Curtis Perry. It's Oscar out of the corner. Wilt Chamberlain lost the rebound to Perry. Dandridge. Perry loses to Goodrich. And Gale is out of there with it. Hairston is open. Goes to McMillan. His favorite shot. Missed it. Hairston. Goodrich over McLaughlin.
Basket by Gale Goodrich.
So Gale Goodrich scores. He's averaging better than 26 per game. 8.5 minutes to go, first quarter. It's 9-6 Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar against Chamberlain. Wilt took it away from him. Jerry West is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Foul on McLaughlin.
John McLaughlin making the switch, trying to pick him up as he started his drive. The Lakers had a 4-on-3, and West saw a hole, drove through it, foul, shoots 2. Season average, you see. Milwaukee, 4 out of 7 from the field. Los Angeles, 3 out of 8. Jerry at the line makes it a 9-7 ball game. Bucks lead by 2. So Jerry West of West Virginia pulls the Lakers within a single point here in the first quarter. There is not a vacant seat in the building. Curtis Perry. McLaughlin is open.
That's a mistake that Goodrich can't do. He couldn't steal the ball from Jabbar anyway, and he left his man wide open, so he's got to stick with his man rather than going in a position where he's not going to really do anything.
Chamberlain slam dunk.
That was a great pass by Goodrich. That's what you got to do against both these guys. You got to penetrate and pass off.
And we've got a timeout with 7:51 to go in the first quarter here at the Milwaukee Arena with our score, the Bucks 11, the Lakers 10. Next for everyone, except those of you on the West Coast, ABC's award-winning outdoor series, The American Sportsman, premieres for its 8th consecutive season here on ABC. You'll see 19-year-old Joseph Kennedy on an antelope relocation venture in Kenya, Bing Crosby and Phil Harris on a white-wing shoot in Mexico, and Cameron Mitchell fishing for blue marlin in the Bahamas. For you people on the West Coast, The American Sportsman will be seen at 4 Pacific time. Here come the Bucks. They lead by 1. They led at one time 9-2. The Lakers have come back. Here's McLaughlin behind Jabbar's screen. Missed it. Rebound, Hairston. And he comes out of there with it to Gale Goodrich. McMillan sets the pick. Gale is open. His shot is short. Goodrich stole it. And a whistle stopped it. Richie Powers made the call. Goodrich was fouled.
Foul on Curtis Perry.
So Curtis Perry gets his first personal. And the second team with 7:24 to go in the first quarter. He had 2. He made the first one. The score is tied. 11-11. The Lakers lead for the first time this afternoon.
Keith, I don't think the Bucks can keep giving the Lakers second and third shots down here. And they're doing that. They're not screening out. I think the Lakers are getting too many shots at it. And they're bound to make it.
Dandridge over McMillan. Hairston the rebound. To Goodrich. He's fouled by Bobby Dandridge. Unintentionally, he was just trying to make his move down court. A good pass by Hairston. And Goodrich will be going to the line. Happy Hairston so far has 5 rebounds. The other night, I think it was Wednesday night in Cleveland, when the Lakers really had to come from behind, Hairston was a tower of strength on the backboard with 19 rebounds. So Goodrich now 3 for 3 at the free throw line, and the Lakers lead by 2. 14-11 Los Angeles. In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain spoiled it. Good defensive play by Wilt. Here come the Lakers. Jerry West. 3 seconds called against Chamberlain.
Keith, the Bucks are standing around on offense. They're not moving as nearly as much as they're going to have to move.
Tipped out of bounds by the Lakers. Bucks keep it front court. Los Angeles 14, Milwaukee 11, 6:45 to go first quarter. In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar. The hook over Chamberlain, he missed it. He made the first 2 hooks, but he has missed the last 2. To Wilt, slapped out by Jabbar. Good defensive play by Kareem. Here come the Bucks. Oscar's going for the basket. Gets Jerry up, gets the shot up, he'll shoot 2.
Hey.
Foul on Jerry West. First personal.
Take another look at the foul as Jerry West tries to control Oscar.
At the line for the Bucks.
Bill, you get the feeling, you can almost sense when Oscar is determined to take it to the basket.
Yes, you can see it in the backcourt. It's almost, you can see it in his eyes. He makes up his mind pretty much what he's going to do in the backcourt.
Your season average, you see, scoring less, but doing more things like Jerry West is doing for Los Angeles. Makes the 2 free throws, and it's a 1-point Los Angeles lead. Team rebounds. Los Angeles 10, Hairston has 7. Milwaukee team rebounds only 4 so far.
Well, Keith, the reason for that is the Bucks are not moving around. They're only getting 1 shot because they have lack of motion, so they can't offensive rebound very well because they don't have very good motion.
Gail Goodrich shot, went in, came out, fight for it. It's Milwaukee's basketball in backcourt. Off the hands of Chamberlain. The Bucks played last night, beat Detroit here in Milwaukee.
I think it's a little unusual, Keith, that Oscar and West are guarding each other. Usually they put the other guys on them because the guy that guards these 2 guys usually gets up in a lot of foul trouble.
Oscar is wide open. He missed the shot. The rebound is missed, and Chamberlain clears to Gail Goodrich. Jerry West is open. Off the glass, and it's Los Angeles by 3. Dandridge on a drive over Chamberlain. Wilt slaps it out of there. Good block by Chamberlain.
I think you notice that the L.A. fast break is, and so therefore that way it's much more effective.
Jabbar missing. He's missed 3 in a row now, trying to shoot it over Wilt.
And that was a bad shot, Keith. That was not a good shot. That's the kind of stuff that Wilt will have to do to him. Make him take steps, steal the ball a couple of times with 3 seconds and things like that.
West misses. Abdul-Jabbar rebounds it. Intercepted by McMillan. Hairston. Jimmy McMillan has it knocked loose. Wilt saves it. Inside, a good rebound job by Curtis Perry, number 18 for Milwaukee. The Bucks are in white. The Lakers lead by 3, 16-13 with 4:55 to go in the first quarter. Jabbar missed it. On the fight for the rebound, Perry is called for the foul. Chamberlain and Hairston both had a hold of the ball, and the foul is called on Perry. Coming into the ball game for the Milwaukee Bucks, a couple of substitutions. One of them, John Block, number 34, 6'10", Southern California. He's a veteran. And Wally Jones, number 12, to the right of the screen, out of Villanova, a veteran who came to Milwaukee from the 76ers. Hairston on the line, benefiting from the backcourt foul, shoots 2. He makes the first one. 17-13, the Lakers by 4, and now by 5.
Into the Bucks lineup, number 34, John Block.
Wally Jones up court with it.
Wally Jones.
Here's John Block, and Hairston picks him up. Goodrich is on Jones. Of course, it is Jabbar against Chamberlain. Inside, Oscar is fouled. And the call goes against Happy Hairston. In the last 5 minutes and 48 seconds of this game, the first quarter, it's Los Angeles 16-4 in scoring, and there's a look at the foul as Hairston came from behind Oscar and committed the foul. Notice how quiet it got all of a sudden. 18-14, Oscar makes 2. A 3-point Los Angeles lead. Wally Jones against Goodrich. That's McMillan against Dandridge. Chamberlain tries to go to Hairston, gets it to him, and Happy makes it.
Basket by Hairston.
A couple of Bucks got fingers on it, but Hairston was able to muscle it up. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Contact inside. Dandridge goes sliding. Jabbar whirls to the baseline and scores over Chamberlain. And Los Angeles calls time. With 3 minutes and 58 seconds to play in the first quarter here at the Milwaukee Arena, the Los Angeles Lakers lead the Milwaukee Bucks by a score of 20-17. Tuesday night, Carol Lindley and Darren McGavin star in the story of a Las Vegas newsman who, when assigned to investigate a series of murders, becomes convinced the city is being terrorized by a vampire. So watch the ABC Movie of the Week, The Night Stalker, Tuesday night, 8:30, 7:30 Central Time, ABC. Here are some comparative statistics so far in the ball game between Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Now, those stats are misleading, I think, Keys, because these two guys are pretty much at a standoff in that the Bucks go more to Kareem Jabbar on offense. And so Wilt has done a couple of things that like making him take bad shots or
All right, the Lakers come to the attack, leading by 3 points. Jerry West trying to feed the ball inside, and Wally Jones knocked it out of bounds. Field goal percentage so far in the ball game. Milwaukee 6 out of 16, 37.5%. The Lakers 6 out of 16, 37.5%. But the Lakers are 8 for 8 from the foul line. McMillan's in the corner. Block picks him up in a hurry. Jimmy's deadly out of the corner. Second-year man who's turned into quite a player. His shot is off, and a whistle stops it. He ran block right into Jabbar, and Jabbar was fighting with Wilt.
Yeah, Jabbar was pretty much immobile because he and Wilt are leaning on each other pretty good. I mean, Will's a lot faster than Block, so it's going to be, he's going to need some help if he's going to pick him up outside. Block's going to need help on McMillan.
Jimmy McMillan averaging just under 20 points a game. The foul was committed by John Block. He makes 2 free throws. The Lakers are 10 out of 10 from the foul line, and they lead by 5. And here's Wally Jones, who's very happy to be in Milwaukee. Here's Oscar, picked up by Goodrich. Now West and Goodrich both after him.
That means that somebody should be free.
And the man was Dandridge, and a great block inside by Wilt. Here comes Lakers with the ball as McMillan picked it out of there, and Hairston from the corner. Goodrich gets it. Tipped by Wilt. Bucks come out with it. Lakers had 3 shots and couldn't get it. Here's Block. He took 1 step too many.
They were small steps, Keith.
Yeah, let's see. It's 94 feet. He only covered about 8 feet in that 1 step. Backcourt, Wally Jones. Backcourt foul. Here's a look. John Block coming down the sideline. Pass to him. There's the extra step right there. Goodrich will go to the line and shoot 2. Gale so far, 6 points. He'll have 3 to make 2, actually, and 3 rebounds. He has 2 assists. He's 4 out of 4 from the line. 3 to make 2, the first one clean.
And he's been fouling the backcourt twice already, Keith, and you shouldn't foul a guy in the backcourt, especially this part of the game.
He makes them. It's Los Angeles leading by 7 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Wally Jones put into the ball game by Larry Costello, I am sure, to get a little more activity in the offensive moves. So far, he has not been able to pick him up. Fine move by Jabbar, but he missed the hook shot. But Oscar Robertson is inside. Out of bounds. Forced out. Bucks are screaming for a foul. Play comes in. It's Jones with it. Here's Abdul-Jabbar against Chamberlain.
3 seconds.
Here's Dandridge against McMillan. Inside. Ball slapped out of there by Hairston. Chamberlain saves it. Good defensive play by both men. Jerry West to the corner. It's bad pass picked off by Dandridge. Oscar in front court for the Bucks. Oscar hit it. A 5-point Los Angeles lead with 2:10 to go in the first quarter.
Oscar and West both have their work cut out for them defensively today, I can tell you that. Because they both are old pros, and they're really tough in games like this.
2 minutes.
McMillan trying to give and go with Jerry. The ball's on the floor, picked up by Wilt. And the Lakers are in the lane too long, trying to get a handle on the ball. McMillan and Chamberlain both occupied the free throw lane for more than 3 seconds. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 4 out of 9 from the field so far. That is below his average, field goal percentage-wise. Inside, they feed it to him, and Wilt Chamberlain will get the foul.
Foul on Chamberlain. Second personal.
Here's Wilt against Jabbar, Bill.
He's trying to knock the ball loose. He's getting a lot of contact there.
Into the Lakers lineup.
If you see the big guys complaining about the fouls because they don't feel that just what they call incidental contact is really a foul, because so much contact goes on between the big guys. They push each other pretty good.
We have changes now for the Los Angeles Lakers. Glenn Robinson, number 21, has come into the ball game. Gail Goodrich has gone out. That's a change for Los Angeles. Pat Riley has come into the ball game. He is number 12. Glenn Robinson handling the ball. Good shooter. Oh, how about that? Flat of his back, he dropped it in.
Flynn takes about 2 shots while he's still sitting on the bench, Keith. He comes out there, he fires the ball up. He's a great shooter, though.
They've come to call him, Bill. Instant point. Here's the hook by Kareem Jabbar. He missed it again.
I don't think he's taking the shots that he wants to take either today.
In the corner, Glenn Robinson gets John Block up. Missed it. Air ball. Got out of there by Jabbar. Robinson runs into Wally Jones. Glenn trailing the play, looking to pick the pocket. Ran into him. The score is 26-20. Los Angeles leads a minute 10 to go. And Happy Hairston with 9 rebounds, 2 offensive and 7 defensive. He's been a strong man so far defensively in this ball game for the Lakers. Wally Jones makes the first one. Lucius Allen waiting to come into the ball game.
By the Bucks, number 42.
And he is in.
Lucius Allen for Robertson.
Oscar Robertson is out. Wally Jones, second free throw. A 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Lakers 26, Bucks 22.
Allen dogging Jerry West in backcourt. Glenn Robinson gets a screen from Hairston. Misses the howitzer. Jones slapping at the ball. Knocked it out of bounds.
Lakers ball.
Mindy had them anticipating and holding their breath for a moment. In it comes to Wilt. Working against Kareem Jabbar. Goes up over his head, missed it. Slapped out of there. Jones has got it. Wally fires. Brilliant pass to Dandridge. Block inside. Block is fouled.
Yeah, Block had West on him then. And
take another look at it in slow motion. Jerry had to come across and pick him up.
Right.
In the bonus, John line and line. For the Bucks, number 18, Curtis Perry for Dandridge.
39 seconds to go in the first quarter. Curtis Perry has returned to the lineup and Bob Dandridge has gone out. A reminder immediately following our game, the Prudential NBA report. Los Angeles by 4, 26-22. You see the story on John Block and his foul situation. They are in the penalty, and we have a wet spot on the floor. Milwaukee is 135 state to lead the Midwest Division. Los Angeles leading the Pacific Division 39-3, 33 of them in a row, as I'm sure the world knows. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead with 39 seconds to play in the first quarter. The 2 free throws by Block cut the Los Angeles lead to 2. Now Bill Sharman may like them to shoot early at about 32 seconds, figuring they can get one more. Jerry West turns and fires. And Lucius Allen out him.
Foul on Lucius Allen. First.
Let's take another look at it, Bill.
Lakers in the bonus. Jerry West, 3 to make 2.
Just enough body to draw the comment from the official.
Yes. Yeah, that was a close one, Keith. Very close.
Jerry West converts a pair of free throws. Los Angeles by 4 with 27 seconds to go. They'll get another shot. In the corner, it's Wally Jones for Milwaukee. He shoots over Glenn Robinson. Now we have 12 seconds to play. Jerry West against Lucius Allen. They've gone, both teams right now, to more one-on-one basketball. West runs Allen into a pick by Chamberlain. Robinson's wide open. And the first quarter is over.
At the end of the first period, the Los Angeles Lakers 28.
At the end of the first quarter, here in Milwaukee, our score. The Los Angeles Lakers 28, the Milwaukee Bucks 26. We'll be back for the second quarter. Ready to go with the second quarter.
Keith, these teams are usually both good shooting teams, and I think that the tension is showing on their field goal percentage and that they're not shooting as well.
The Bucks have taken the first 2 tips. The shot by Jabbar, he missed it. John Block gets it. So John Block at 6'10", has come into the lineup. We may see Leroy Ellis coming in for Los Angeles because they are giving away some height on the front line at the moment. That is down the road. Goodrich shot, blocked partially by Lucius Allen. Picked out of there by Block. Pass break, Allen home free. Great pass by Block. Bucks grab the lead. 30-28, Pat Riley, Gale Goodrich, the ball is loose. Los Angeles turns it over. It was a bad pass by Riley, and Milwaukee trying to run now, throws it away. Los Angeles, Gale Goodrich, Flynn Robinson, Jim McMillan, Pat Riley, Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West is getting a breather, along with Happy Hairston. Here's Riley against Curtis Perry. That's Gale Goodrich. He'll shoot over Allen. And the score is even, 30-30. And Goodrich has 10 points in the ball game. The Lakers with their 33 consecutive wins on the line here at the Milwaukee Arena against the defending world champions. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar against Wilt Chamberlain. This time he gives it up to Lucius Allen. The Bucks by 2.
Again, they were trying to double team the big fella. And if he looks around, they can get a lot of good shots like that right around the fringes, around the free throw line. And they try to double team on Jabbar.
McMillan has the play spoiled by Block. Block appeals for the call but doesn't get it. Los Angeles keeps the ball. There's Block with the hands up. It goes into Flynn Robinson. Look at Jabbar lean on Chamberlain. Wilt shot misses. Block got the rebound. It's Wally Jones. Jabbar trying to get away from Chamberlain. They get it inside. Goodrich picks his pocket. Got it away from him. Here comes Robbie. It's 2-on-2, and Robinson whistle before the shot. Here's the steal by Gale.
I think the key to the steal was that Jabbar took the ball down. See, when you're under there with the little guys, you got to keep the ball up over your head, because you take it down, they'll get it every time. And it'll make you bleed for it, too.
On the line, Flynn Robinson with 2 points. Makes the first of 2 free throws.
Number 52.
Here comes Happy Hairston back into the lineup, and Pat Riley leaves. Los Angeles so far in this ball game, 15 for 15 from the foul line. 16 for 16. That's remarkable. Of course, Milwaukee's only missed once from the charity line themselves. Score is tied at 32 apiece. Block into Jabbar. He's going to go for the hook. Missed it again. Happy Hairston the rebound.
Again, it was a bad shot. I don't think that's his normal shot. He's trying to get it over the big guy.
McMillan cannot carry it all the way, and the Bucks come up with it. He was trying to take the pass all the way to the twine. He couldn't do it. Here's John Block scoring, and the Bucks are back on top. Now, that is the kind of movement of the ball that Larry Costello likes to see.
That was a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
Block has been a force since he came into the ball game. McMillan in trouble, almost loses to Perry. Slam dunk, Wilt Chamberlain.
Now that really wasn't Jabbar's fault, because he had to pick up another guy. So when you got to gamble.
In the struggle for the ball between McMillan and Perry, and an offensive foul is called on Jabbar. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar picks up the offensive foul, and here it is, right here.
Lakers ball. Returning to the Lakers lineup.
Both teams now have 7 turnovers. This is the 5th time in the ball game it's been tied. Score is 34 apiece. Larry Costello, who is one of the
Returning to the Bucks lineup. Oscar
better
Robertson,
setters in the
#1,
game. He is
and
never
10,
still.
Bobby Dandridge.
Goodrich goes inside to Wilt. Bucks come out with it. Allen, great play.
That's a tough shot to make, Keith. A real tough shot to make.
Bucks lead by 2. 8:41 to go in the first half. We've got a timeout for Milwaukee. Our score: Milwaukee Bucks 36, Los Angeles Lakers 34. 36-34, and the spurt by the Milwaukee Bucks has come off the bench, as John Block and Lucius Allen came into the game as reserves, and they have contributed 10 points in Milwaukee's drive to catch up. They were down by 6 points just a few moments ago, and Bill Sharman sending his ball club back out, and he sends Jerry West, Gail Goodrich to the backcourt, Wilt Chamberlain, Jim McMillan, Happy Hairston, the starting unit. For Milwaukee, it's Perry, it's Dandridge, it's Jabbar, it's Robertson, and Lucius Allen stays in the game for the Bucks. So they like the quickness of Allen in there against Gail Goodrich. Oscar is on Jerry. Great play by Dandridge. Bobby's out of bounds.
5 violations. Lakers.
Almost a great play by Dandridge.
Good hustle, very good hustle. Just keep his head up so he can see the ball and see what's going on out there.
West inbounds it. Comes to Goodrich. Into Wilt. McMillan is open. Goodrich knocks it loose inside, and Hairston has it. Again, the little man is inside to make the play for Jerry West, and he can't get it down. Here's McMillan saving as Chamberlain slapped it out. And McMillan travels.
The Bucks got a break on that. They're still not screening out properly, Keith. They got to keep those guys from getting that second and third shot. They got to go after the ball tough and hard.
Lakers only 8 out of 29 from the field. Neither ball club shooting all that well from the field here in the first half. Oscar. Jabbar. And Happy Hairston goes down hard, and Jabbar is hot. And Richie Powers steps in very quickly between Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I think they're getting a little tense.
Happy Hairston is down as you had a look at the slow motion of it. Let's take one more look at it.
22nd injury timeout.
22nd injury timeout called in behalf of Hairston. He has to go to Kareem Jabbar on the play. And right there is where he got hurt, and I actually think Jabbar hit him.
Yes, he did hit him a pretty good one.
I would say so.
Right in the temple.
So let's see.
That's usually the old head.
Cap's all right. He's up. Apparently going to stay in the game. At 7:47 to go in the second quarter. It's 38-34.
I think we'll get an instant replay of that right cross.
Happy, 6 points, 11 rebounds, would be a loss. Here is Richie Powers and Mendy Rudolph. They came to front court. These two men jumped right in there because Wilt Chamberlain and Jabbar were literally nose to nose immediately.
Yeah, I think Jabbar is a little irritated about that foul.
Well, there's no question about what he did, is there?
No question at all.
The basket made it 38-34.
A touching foul.
A free throw
against Abdul-Jabbar.
missed. The technical foul is called against Jabbar. The foul occurring after the basket had been made. Deliberate foul. And here's Happy Hairston going to the line. And Happy misses on the technical. And there's the score. Abdul-Jabbar got the free throw because he was fouled on the play to the basket. Then after that play had finished, he committed a deliberate personal foul against Happy Hairston. Hairston came down to shoot the free throw. Now the two coaches are at the bench, or Bill Sharman is at least, along with his assistant Casey Jones. They are discussing the play. Gail Goodrich is waiting at midcourt to get the ball out of bounds for the Los Angeles Lakers with 7:47 to go in the second quarter, and Milwaukee leading 38-34. So it is a deliberate personal foul against Abdul-Jabbar. It is not a technical foul, but a personal foul. Here's Chamberlain over Jabbar. That time, Kareem backed up a little and gave in, I think, rather than contest Chamberlain. So perhaps emotionally it is quieted down for a moment. 38-36, and Dandridge steps on the line. So there is a turnover for the Bucks. A 2-point Milwaukee lead, 38-36, as the Lakers play it in. Curtis Perry, and Hairston goes by him, goes in and scores. And the score is tied at 38, Hairston with 8 points.
I think Jabbar is going to have to be more aggressive defensively I think he should have blocked that shot because he had the angle on the guy and he saw him coming. He's going to have to go out a little sooner instead of waiting till the guy comes to him.
Oscar working. Chamberlain knocks it out of there. It's 2 points. Goaltending call against Chamberlain. Oscar with 8 points. Here's a look at it.
If the ball's on downward flight, then it's goaltending. That was a close one. I'm glad I'm not a referee.
West gives the ball to McMillan. Jerry's shot, good. The Lakers at 40, and the Bucks have 40. They're even in turnovers, and Jerry totals 8 points, and the Milwaukee Bucks have called time. And we have 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter, and the score is tied. Milwaukee 40, Los Angeles 40.
You know, before the games, both teams seemed like they were pretty loose and weren't too worried about the game, but I think that with the play on the boards and a few little elbows and punches being thrown, we see the guys that are really involved in this one. It was a surface thing. I think they're really nervous, and I think you can feel the tension.
The Milwaukee Bucks in white have the ball. Lucius Allen is number 42. He looks inside at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, gives it to Bobby Dandridge. Dandridge passing into Jabbar. Jabbar against Chamberlain, goes with a hook. Can't get it. John Block is inside and scores. So John Block has been very prominent since he came into the ball game with 8 points, and the Bucks lead by 2. Jerry West against Oscar. Has the ball knocked loose, and they'll have to jump it as Jabbar came out to battle Jerry for the ball. Here's the big man now coming over to pick up Jerry West.
Does he know he can't breathe that far out?
The Bucks come down with a tip, and Lucius Allen in front court with it. Here's John Block open. He gets away from McMillan. Missed the shot. Chamberlain the rebound. It's Goodrich picked up by Lucius Allen. Gill trying to get away, gets a shot off. In and out of there, tipped by Hairston, missed it. And Dandridge gets it out. Here's Block again. This time Hairston picks him up. 5:35 to go, second quarter. 42-40 Milwaukee is Abdul-Jabbar. Gets it in there, just over Wilt Chamberlain. He has 14 points, and the Bucks lead by 4. Here's Hairston against Block. Runs him into McMillan's pick. Here's Goodrich. Allen comes out with it. John Block. McMillan. 3-on-2 as Gale stops and now looks for help. It's Jerry West. McMillan loses. Lakers have turned it over 3 times in a row without a shot. Here's John Block. Offensive foul. Happy Hairston held his position and took the punishment.
Well, he's got to establish position. Establish the position there. Yeah, that's a good call. He had a position, but I think he paid for that, Keith. He got another pretty good whack that time.
Well, Appy's going to get a little rest as he goes out of the ball game. Pat Riley is on the floor for Los Angeles. 4:48 to go, second quarter, and 44-40. The Milwaukee Bucks have the lead. We'll be talking with both coaches at halftime. Larry Costello right after the first half, and Bill Sharman just before we begin the second half. In it goes to Wilt. Backdoor play for Jerry, picked off by Dandridge. Bucks come out of there, and that's another turnover for the Lakers. They have a total of 12 so far in the game. Wally Jones' shot is up. Jones follows, gets it. Oscar shoots over Wilt. Pat Riley up high, committed himself too soon, and Block took it away from him. Wilt blocks the shot. This time Riley's got it. Great play by Chamberlain.
That was a fine defensive play.
McMillan out of the corner. Wilt Chamberlain gives it to Goodrich. Lakers can't get it down. Goodrich again with it. He is fouled. Here's a look at Wilt defensively.
It's just in time.
At the line for the Lakers, Gale Goodrich. Goodrich shoots
The foul was on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, his third personal, and Gail Goodrich is on the line for one. Third team foul. Gets it. Los Angeles 34% from the field. Milwaukee warming up now, have 42.5% out of the field, and it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead. Here's Dandridge open. Chamberlain for the rebound. Pat Riley for Los Angeles, number 12. McMillan is open. Riley follows. Good play by Pat. Short. Oscar with it for Milwaukee. 3.5 minutes to go, second quarter, and it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead as Wally Jones sets out in front against Goodrich. Wilt Chamberlain. They try to get it to Riley with a bad pass. Got away from Jerry, and Oscar has it. Watch him work now. Goes against McMillan. Missed the shot. Wilt is right there. Goodrich. Back to Jerry. Back to McMillan. Bad pass. Jerry in too deep. Didn't want to gamble on the shot. Figured McMillan could follow, but couldn't get it to him. That's 14 Los Angeles turnovers. And that's Larry Costello. And here's the mistake by Jerry.
Great defensive play by Oscar there. He's done a good job defensively. So, Oscar usually didn't play that much defense, but he's playing it good now.
Back to live action as Chamberlain sweeps the board for Los Angeles. Lakers are cold right now. Wilt has 9 rebounds. Riley can't get it to drop. And Jabbar brings it off. Los Angeles has been dry for a long time. Here's Dandridge working the baseline. John Block. Basket counts and a foul is called at 2:31 to go in the second quarter. The Milwaukee Bucks lead by 5, and John Block will go to the line.
Keith, he's hurt them so much on the offensive boards. Somebody's going to hear about that at halftime. I can promise you that. Because
foul was on Chamberlain. We've got a timeout here at the Milwaukee Arena with 2:31 to go. Our score: Milwaukee 46, Los Angeles 41. The Los Angeles Lakers in conversation with their coach, Bill Sharman. They have come down the floor 5 successive times and failed to score.
They're not really getting good shots, Keith. They're coming down there firing the ball, but they're shooting the 15, 20-footers, and you can't really depend on that, taking shots that long consistently, because you don't get any offensive rebounds, and your transition from offense to defense is always poor.
Larry Costello, reasonably satisfied with the way things are going right now, as his ball club has been able to chill the Lakers to a 31% shooting average here in the second quarter. We'll get comments from Larry just before he goes into the locker room at halftime. Here's John Block on the line, completes the three-point play, and the Bucks are up by 6, 47-41. All right, let's see what Los Angeles decides to do as Happy Hairston has returned to the lineup for the Lakers. Jerry West is well outside at 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Goodrich is deep inside along the baseline as he comes outside to Hairston. Hairston's going to go with it. Missed it and blocked the rebound. John Block has done very, very well since he came in. He has 7 rebounds in the game. He has 11 points.
2 minutes in the period.
In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar as we hit the 2-minute mark, and his hook shot comes off no good, and McMillan rebounded.
He usually doesn't like to shoot that long, Keith. I think Will's forcing him out a little bit so that he has to take a little longer shot than he normally takes. That's why he's coming close.
Jabbar knocks the ball loose from Wilt. Robertson comes around the corner and commits the personal foul. This program being brought to you as a special exclusive of ABC Sports. Let's pause 5 seconds to allow local stations to identify themselves.
At the line, Chamberlain. This is the first foul.
Wilt is on the line. He is not a great threat at the free throw line, 37% on the year.
He's going to make it look good, Keith.
Had a little rhythm that time, didn't he? 47-42. It's a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Wilt now with 7 points, 9 rebounds. He's blocked 3 shots so far in the game. Hairston guarding John Block outside. Wally Jones, and that's Dandridge in the corner. In it goes to Jabbar. Jumps it up over Wilt. Wilt blocks it. That's 4 block shots for Chamberlain. Goodrich comes out with it. Hairston on a drive. Lost control, and it's out of bounds. So the Lakers turn it over again. That's 15 for them. Actually, they're lucky they're only down by 5 points.
I think with the tension being what it is, you're going to see a lot of turns by both teams, and it won't make as much difference in this game as it usually does.
Jabbar hits the hook. Chamberlain hits the floor. Jabbar has 16 points, 49-42, 7-point Milwaukee lead. We have 57 seconds to play in the second quarter. Time called for a moment to clean the floor after Wilt went down. He's been working hard, and where he falls down, he's going to leave a wet spot.
A little damp.
West and Goodrich. Goodrich against Wally Jones. Happy Hairston. Jones sticking to Goodrich like glue. McMillan is open, and he finally hit one.
Basket by McMillan.
The basket will count, and a blocking foul is called against Wally Jones. And Gail Goodrich will go to the line. And the Lakers are in the bonus as a result of that fifth foul. It is McMillan now with 6 points. Jimmy only 2 out of 7 from the field. He's been cold in the first half. Gail Goodrich has been under a great deal of pressure here in the first half. He has 12 points in the ball game. So Goodrich makes it a 49-45 ball game with 30 seconds to play in the first half. Milwaukee leads by 4. They want to run the clock down. Oscar now gets some room, drives.
Foul on McMillan.
Jim McMillan gets charged with a personal foul as Oscar started the drive.
3 guys had a shot at Oscar on that. He still got to the hoop. He didn't make it. Wilt had a shot at him, West had a shot at him, and McMillan took a shot at him.
Here's a look at it. He got by West. And there's where Jim McMillan, trying to pick him up, made the contact. All right, Curtis Perry is back into the ball game, and John Block goes out with 25 seconds to go in the first half, and Oscar Robertson, shooting 2, makes the first one. He has 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He's stolen the ball twice. He's perfect at the free throw line. 51-45 for a 6-point Milwaukee lead, and 20 seconds to play in the first half. Robertson against West, Jerry number 44. They're inside 10 seconds. West shoots. Won't go. Kareem Jabbar the rebound to the Bucks. Long pass down the court. It's to Dandridge. That 1 second shoots and misses, and the first half is over. Okay, now let's talk about this first half. Los Angeles looked for a minute like they might streak away and get a substantial lead in the second quarter. But then the Lakers fell into the trap of turnovers. Now, in your opinion, were the turnovers a byproduct of defense by Milwaukee, or was it just simple a matter of mistakes by Los Angeles?
I think it's a combination of things, Keith. Defense, the Bucks were playing pretty good defense, but I think tension has a lot to do with it. It's not a matter of choking up or anything like that. It's a matter of tension, and you can be over-careful. And I think that, or you can be too loose as a reaction to tension in that you're not exactly what you'd like to be. I think that the Lakers are playing pretty good defense, and I think that up until this point, it's a standoff between the guys in the middle. I don't know what the statistics are, but
Lou won the first fight, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won the first fight.
Well, it wasn't much of a fight. When you want to have a real good NBA fight, you got to get the guys stand there, and they got to stand there and square off and jaw at each other from 10 yards.
I think in light of, we're always dealing with statistics. Of course, basketball is a game of numbers, and you live and die with numbers in this particular game. But in the scoring in the first half for the Lakers, Gail Goodrich was the leading scorer with 12 points. And this, I think, is significant, and we've discussed it, Bill, that he gets a lot of points because an awful lot of defensive people chase this fella.
Right. They're worried about him overpowering the other guy, so they tend to drop off. West is doing a great job. He has a tough assignment, too. He's got to guard Oscar, and Oscar's got to guard him. And in a sense, they're neutralizing each other. I think that the reason that the Bucks are ahead, principally, is John Block. Because the Lakers have not screened him off of the offensive board. They've done a very poor job in that. Because you can't give a guy like that, who is what you call an outside player. In other words, he's the 6th or 7th man. If you let him come in and get points, those are points that hurt you.
Right. Well, we take a look here at the scoring for Milwaukee, and it's the element of John Block with 11 points is a definite surprise. Now, Jabbar, you expect him to have 15, 16 at halftime, but John came off the bench, and he would not only scored 11 points, but he picked off, I believe, about 5 clean rebounds.
Yes, he's got more offensive rebounds, I think, than anybody in the game, easily. And then he's got a few, I'd say that most of his rebounds have been offensive rebounds. Now, Jabbar has not been shooting well, mainly because he hasn't been taking the shot he'd like to take. I think Wilt's pushing him out, physically pushing him out, and then he's taking too much time on his shots. You know, while he's maneuvering, what are the other four guys going to do? They can't time their crash to the offensive board or anything. So consequently, when he misses, they have no chance for an offensive rebound. If he took the ball and went and shot it right away, then they'd have a better chance of getting offensive rebounds, and their reaction to defense would be better.
Now, dealing in brevity here, as we have to for the moment, Bill, what, for example, would you say to your Los Angeles Lakers were you in Bill Sharman's position?
I'd say keep playing the way you're playing. Don't change a thing. You're only, see, they're 5 points behind, I think, 5 or 6 points behind. It doesn't make any difference. I think they're playing the game the way they should play it. I would tell them, don't worry about that 5 or 6 points. Play the same way you're playing, and we'll be all right.
All right, now, Larry Costello said he wanted to continue to talk and play defense for his Bucks.
Yes, they're playing pretty good defense. They're working hard. In a game like this, the defense comes to the front because there's so much tension. The shooting has a tendency to be off. And so you're in there playing a good, strong, fundamental defense. Now, I've watched Oscar and West guard each other, and they're playing great defensive ball against each other. I think that if either guy wasn't playing such good defense, that West or Oscar would be leading scorers.
Bill. Remember, our one-on-one will start, in fact, on January 18, the night of the All-Star game, as the intra-squad competition will be continued over the next few days until we get down to our final 34. And, of course, it'll be brought to you by Bristol Myers. And right now, let's hear a word in behalf of Bristol Myers. Ready to go with the third quarter of play. Milwaukee 51, Los Angeles 45. We'll set the lineups as we go. Jim McMillan on the breakaway off the pitch comes up for the first points of the third quarter. So it's a 51-47 ball game, just that quick. For the Milwaukee Bucks, in white, number 10 is Bob Dandridge. Number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 18 is Curtis Perry. Number 1 is Oscar Robertson. Number 14 is John McLaughlin. Here's Oscar working for the shot. Wilt blocks it. Here's Oscar follow. Shot is good. Foul is called. And here are the comparative statistics off the first half of play and the field goal percentage for neither team. Anything to write home about?
No, I think they're feeling a little bit of pressure here. Plus, they're playing great defense. Both teams are playing great defense. They're picking up, and they're staying with the guys pretty good. They have had lapses on the offensive boards, but other than that, they're playing real good defense, Keith.
Oscar Robertson on the line, shoots and completes the three-point play. The foul was on Jerry West, and it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. That's the biggest lead they've had in a long time. Here's Jerry West on a drive, and Richie Powers and Mendy Rudolph are the officials, and Richie calls a foul. The Los Angeles Lakers down by 7. And their 33 consecutive game win streak is on the line, and no other Major League club has ever won that many consecutive games. Jerry West up there misses on the first free throw. He gets the second. Foul was on Oscar Robertson. Oscar now with 2 personal fouls. Jerry has 3 in the battle of the great ones of the backcourt. This is Bobby Dandridge against Jim McMillan. And McLaughlin against Gail Goodrich, a 3-inch height advantage. Chamberlain got just enough of it. The pass out by Happy Hairston to Goodrich. Nobody under the boards as Goodrich scored. Had he missed it, it would have been a cinch Milwaukee rebound, but he did not miss it. It's 54-50 as Curtis Perry, they leave him alone. He won't take the shot. Fine play by Happy Hairston, but Perry carries it out of bounds. It'll be Los Angeles ball.
He tried to force that pass in, Keith. He didn't have the pass into the big guy because his man had dropped off.
So, Jerry, you notice the bandage on his elbow? Well, he's got some 20-odd stitches in it, where he split it open the other day, but it doesn't bother him. Fell down. Busted it. Chamberlain has a little trouble, lets the ball get loose, but Wilt saves it, gets inside. They call him for traveling. Well, he brought the ball down, as Bill Russell pointed out earlier, and once he brought it down, Little Man had a shot at it. Here it is.
The big guys even have a shot at it.
That's right. It's on the floor. Here's Oscar. That's court with it. McLaughlin and Dandridge. They look inside to Abdul-Jabbar. Now they go to him, and Chamberlain reaches underneath and slaps it loose, and a foul is called on Wilt.
Keith, I've noticed that the Los Angeles forwards are forcing the Buck forwards way out past the foul line and way out to the half court, so that even if they're free, there's nobody to Just a slight foul.
And it's 4 on Wilt. And the score now off the free throw, a 5-point lead for the Bucks. They led by 6 at halftime. Jerry West won't go. Dandridge way up there for the rebound. Long pass for Kareem Jabbar. Gets the basket with the 7-point Milwaukee lead. At 10 to go, third quarter.
That was an outstanding pass then, Keith. Had to be just right.
And it was. Here's Goodrich. Lakers ice cold from the field. Taking shots they don't want to take. Long pass to McLaughlin. Fast break, missed it. Too far underneath when he unloaded it. Bad pass by Jerry, but Gail Goodrich able to hold on to it. Right down at his knees. In the corner, that's McMillan. And a foul. And the foul is on Dandridge. That's a second personal foul on Dandridge. Second team foul for the Milwaukee Bucks at 9:48 to go in the third quarter. And we start now NBA basketball every Sunday on ABC, and we've got a timeout. And we've got 9:48 to go in the third quarter here at Milwaukee Arena, with the Milwaukee Bucks leading the Lakers 57-50. Coming up right after our ball game for everybody except the West Coast, ABC's award-winning outdoor series, The American Sportsman, premiering for its 8th consecutive season here on ABC. 19-year-old Joseph Kennedy will be seen on an antelope relocation venture in Kenya. Bing Crosby, Bill Harris, a white-wing shoot in Mexico. Cameron Mitchell fishing for blue marlin in the Bahamas. For those of you on the West Coast, The American Sportsman will be seen at 4 this afternoon, Pacific Time. Los Angeles in the game, 16 turnovers, 15 out of 49 from the field. That's 31%.
That's not outstanding shooting, but in considering the game and what it means to both teams, it's not bad.
On the Lakers, shooting 1.
Happy Hairston, Jim McMillan's on the free throw line. Wilt Chamberlain, Gail Goodrich, Jerry West. Free throw is missed. Milwaukee 7-point lead. Comes down court with it now with John McLaughlin, Oscar Robertson, Curtis Perry, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Bobby Dandridge. Jerry West on Oscar. Dandridge finally gets outside to help. McLaughlin, 3 inches taller than Gail Goodrich, gives it to Dandridge, who got away from McMillan, missed the shot. Slapped out. Goodrich gets it to McMillan. But the fast break is spoiled. Here's Jerry West, 3, 22-footer, good.
Basket by Jerry
It's
West.
a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Long pass down to Jabbar, who gets loose for his hook.
Now, Keith, he didn't fool around that ball at all. He went for the hoop right away, and when he's doing that, he can shoot. He can really shoot. That's the kind of shots he wants to get.
He has 21 points. Wilt Chamberlain with 4 fouls. Didn't want to commit himself. Didn't want to get in trouble. He's never fouled out of a game, but he's got 4 right now. Here's McMillan missing. Forced the shot. Chamberlain right there for the rebound. Right time, right place.
Now, Kareem had gone out then, as he should have.
Jabbar again over Wilt Chamberlain. And it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead with 8.5 minutes to go, third quarter. The Lakers with a 33-game win streak. Here's Hairston. And the foul. Harvey took it up, trying to slam it through there.
Foul.
Curtis Perry was right there and got too much of it. That was almost a block,
At the line, Hairston.
but not quite.
Hairston shoots 2.
Happy with 13 rebounds and 8 points. Makes the first one. 8:25 to go, third quarter. Hairston's second shot. A 5-point Milwaukee lead.
61, Lakers 56.
Robertson and West. Oscar shoots. Oh.
Has nothing to do with that. Just cry for help. Help.
That's right. Just yell. Lean back and holler as loud as you can. Jerry West trying to come back. He's fouled by Dandridge. Here it is.
Foul on Bob Dandridge.
See Dandridge come across.
Third personal.
There, Dandridge comes across, hooks him on the arm.
Jerry West at the line for the Lakers.
Jerry, 11 points, 3 out of 8 from the field, 5 out of 6 from the line, 6 out of 7 as he makes it. 1 free throw. In it goes for Jabbar. Chamberlain takes it away. Leaves it for Goodrich. Ball is slapped loose right to West. Jerry takes it all away. No basket.
No basket.
He's pointing at Happy Hairston for a foul, blocking prior to the shot.
Offensive foul, Hairston. Third personal.
Oscar
Bucks ball.
had a hand jammed, but shaking it off.
You know, when you commit those kind of fouls, you want to go someplace and hide.
A 6-point Milwaukee lead. McLaughlin, good fake, gets Goodrich up. Jabbar follows the rebound. More or less, look what I found, and scores.
Now, that was a good move by Jabbar. He gave him a little motion so he couldn't get set. Defense.
25 points now for Kareem. The Lakers are down by 8. Chamberlain gives it to Hairston. Jabbar, clean block. Beautiful play by Kareem Jabbar. Curtis Perry missed the shot. Loose ball. It's against Perry. Let's go back and look at the block.
Loose ball foul.
Now, Kareem moved earlier than he usually does. That's why he was able to get it. See, he has to go out first.
That was his 4th blocked shot. And Bill Sherman, coach of the Lakers, disturbed the way things are going in the ball game.
Chris, that foul on Curtis Perry, you expect that. When the guy misses a layup, almost, unless he's an old pro and really thinks about it, he'll commit a foul almost right away. Because he's trying to make up for it right away. Right. And you got to control yourself. If you don't, you get in foul trouble.
Right. Jim McMillan, backcourt foul, 5th team foul, and McMillan shooting 2. John Block, number 34. You see him there, his return to the lineup. He had 11 big points in the first half. It's 65-59, a 6-point lead for Milwaukee with 6:55 to go in the third quarter. Here's Block now with Hairston coming out to check him. In it goes to Jabbar. Silky move. He's 5 for 5 in the field in the third quarter.
You notice he's not fooling around the ball as much now, Keith. He's not dribbling and turning his back and jockeying for position. He's just taking the ball and shooting it.
Plus, Wilt has 4 fouls, so he cannot afford to be as aggressive as he might ordinarily be. And a brilliant effort by Jim McMillan. So 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Oscar comes down with the ball, calls the signal, sends Block to the other side of the court. He wants to work it. Goes inside to Jabbar. Now it's the Block to McLaughlin. Here's Oscar. Short. Wilt the rebound. Knocked loose and out of bounds. Los Angeles will keep it. Here comes Wally Jones into the lineup, replacing John McLaughlin for Milwaukee. 67-61 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. We move inside 6 now as Jerry West comes down. Drives against Block. No place to go with it. Goodrich has had his troubles with Wally Jones. Well, he's done a pretty good job against Gale when he's been in there, and he's in there right now. Here's Gale loose for a shot, and a great assist by Jerry West. He penetrated, forced him to come to him, and set Gale up.
See, Wally dropped off again to try to help out, and you can't do that. You got to stay with your own man, especially with a good pass as West is. You got to stay with your own man, no matter where he goes.
Here's Jones trying to retaliate against Goodrich and not able to do it. Hairston way up.
That foul's on Block.
John Block. And that is 4 personals on Block, and the 5th, we're now in the penalty situation. And we've got 5:21 to go in the third quarter, and it's right now a 4-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks over the Los Angeles Lakers at 67-63. In the third quarter, the Milwaukee Bucks have scored 16 points. And Bill Russell, only 2 men have scored in the third quarter for the Bucks. Kareem Jabbar 11 and Oscar 5.
Yeah, that would figure. They're going to their strengths right now. Whenever a team feels any tension, what they do, they go to their strengths.
And the comparison of the 2 big men with Jabbar actually leading in every category except the block shots. Of course, the 27 points we expected. The rebounds, we did not particularly expect him to have an edge over Chamberlain. Happy Hairston is on the line. He's shooting 2. And it is 67-65, a 2-point Milwaukee lead now as Los Angeles starts to come back. Remember, the Lakers' 33 game win streak is on the line. It's stolen by McMillan. This has been a mark of them. They have done this time and again. Jerry West missed it. The tip good by Happy Hairston. So bang, bang. Here's 6 unanswered points now by the Los Angeles Lakers, and the score is tied. Jabbar trying to get it inside, hooks it up, and gets his basket. Time and again this season, during particularly this win streak, the Lakers have had a streak where they have scored 15, 20, and sometimes 20 points, with the opposition getting 3, 4, and 5. It's been a mark of their success, and Jerry West with a great move, just flat beat John Block.
What they're doing is they're isolating John Block and Jerry West. They're making them create a switch.
Stolen by Hairston, stolen by Jones. Oscar Robertson in the corner with it. So Wally Jones blindsiding Jerry West, getting the ball back for the Bucks as we're tied at 69. The Bucks have won 19 out of 20 games here on their home court. The Lakers have won 21 on the road with only 1 loss. Jerry West blocked the first one, but he couldn't block the second one.
What the Lakers are doing out here offensively, Keith, is they're setting up a switch. So the Block has to try to guard West, and he can't guard West.
In it goes to Wilt. The Bucks by 2. Goodrich, being guarded by Dandridge, gets it inside to Chamberlain. He's going to go to the basket, and Jabbar blocks it, but Hairston rebounds it. And McMillan falls down. Jones doing a little acting, doesn't draw a call on it, and Dandridge comes out with it. Jones drives off Goodrich, and Gale shuts him off. Now watch Oscar. Into Jabbar. Almost lost it. Block is all alone. And Hairston rebounds.
We're getting that quick pass out, too.
Block hurrying back on a 3-on-3 as Jerry West drives. The basket won't go. There's a foul. Ball spinning out of there.
Well, Keith, the key to that fast break is that first pass out. You get that first pass out, and you automatically almost have a 3-on-2 or 4-on-3 situation if your guys are off and running.
Here comes Lucius Allen into the ball game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Got the 2 little men in the backcourt now, Jones and Allen. They are very quick. Jerry West first free throw and second, both good. And the score is tied at 71 with 3:11 to play in the third quarter. Oscar Robertson getting a breather as Allen comes in. Game has been tied 10 times. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, number 33, sets it up for Lucius Allen. Lucius causing trouble in the backcourt as the Lakers take time. We have 2:49 remaining in the third quarter here at Milwaukee's arena, and our score, the Milwaukee Bucks 73, Los Angeles Lakers 71. Okay, here in the third quarter, Wilt Chamberlain, 4 fouls. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar picking up his scoring pace. Is Wilt laying off a little, you think, Bill?
Well, not too much. He knows enough how to take care of himself, so he didn't have to lay off enough, so you notice. I just think Jabbar is taking better shots in that he's not fooling around with the ball as much. He's not dribbling and jockeying back and forth. He's just going and taking the shot.
The scoring percentage from the field certainly more pronounced. Milwaukee's 59%, the Lakers 57%. The Lakers have the ball, and Wilt Chamberlain trying to give it to McMillan, throws it away. Nobody there, and Lucius Allen goes in for a 3-1. And suddenly the Bucks are back on top by 4 points, and Allen is 5 for 5 from the field. Glenn Robinson, who has come into the lineup for the Lakers to play against Allen, misses the jump shot, and Wally Jones rebounds it. Jerry West is the man getting the rest now for the Lakers. Here's John Block open, shoots over McMillan and scores. So John Block, if you're going to pick out a man who has made the difference, so far it has been John Block. A 6-point Milwaukee lead. Goodrich working against Wally Jones. Jabbar comes out to help. They try to get it to Chamberlain. Well, Jabbar's outside and comes back in a hurry and blocks it. Back it goes to Wilt. He's got both big men on him. Here's Goodrich shooting and missing, and the rebound by Hairston comes off. The Bucks bring it out of there with Dandridge doing a good job. Boy, that woke up this crowd of 10,000 plus. Dandridge and Sizzle hit quick. The Bucks lead by 8. A minute 25 to go in the third quarter. Glenn Robinson is number 21. He has the ball. Drives off Jones. Got his basket over Jabbar.
They set him off pretty good for a few seconds there. I thought for a while that the Lakers might call a timeout to reorganize, just to slow it down, just to change the pace.
We're inside a minute to go as Dandridge shoots. Basket counts. The foul is called. Jim McMillan gets the personal foul. Milwaukee has jumped to an 8-point lead with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Dandridge trying for a 3-point play. Second personal on McMillan, third team foul Lakers. And there is Larry Costello, coach of the Bucks.
Shooting one.
Here's Bobby. 9-point lead. That is the biggest margin that we have had in the game at any time.
You know, Keith, this is consistent with the Lakers in the third quarter. They've started real well and usually faded at the end of the third quarter a little bit and come back in the fourth quarter.
Shot by Robinson over Jones. Mindy Rudolph calls a foul inside. I think it's John Block.
Foul on Block.
Loose ball, but it is the fifth personal on John Block. And the Lakers are in the bonus. 80-73 as Happy Hairston goes to the line with 43 seconds to go. 14 points, 16 rebounds. Steph now has 15 points. Block leaves. Curtis Perry, number 18, comes in to replace him. Chamberlain has 4. John Block 5. Kareem Jabbar 3. Jerry West 3. Those are the only people that might be considered in foul trouble. The free throws are good. It's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. 40 seconds to go third quarter as Lucius Allen brings it down. Here's Curtis Perry. Here's Kareem Jabbar. Well, he got woke up and good fake, and he has 31 points.
The Lakers are going to go for one shot. They're going to play for one shot.
You see Wally Jones, he's really slapping him.
That's like the bump and run defense on the...
Well, hey, stolen by Glenn Robinson. Stolen right back. Glenn tried to put it up and drive, and Lucius Allen shoots and misses at the buzzer. So the Lakers almost had 4 quick points, but not quite. The end of the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth quarter tip-off in just a moment. The Milwaukee Bucks have an 84-77 lead over the Los Angeles Lakers. Just a reminder, immediately following our ball game, stay tuned for Prudential NBA Report. Keith Jackson along with Bill Russell. At the end of 3 quarters, it's Milwaukee 84, Los Angeles 77. First of our NBA basketball on ABC every Sunday. Next Sunday, it'll be the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets. The Los Angeles Lakers 33-game win streak on the line as we go to the final 12 minutes, and Jerry West comes out of there with it. It's been a great ball game to this point, and Jim McMillan hits the first bucket of the final quarter. And the Bucks are leading by 5 as Wally Jones, Lucius Allen, Bobby Dandridge, Curtis Perry, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar take the floor for the Bucks. Jerry West is guarding Lucius Allen. Glenn Robinson, Jim McMillan, Wilt Chamberlain. Good play as McMillan sets it up for Glenn Robinson, and he breaks away to score it. And now the Lakers are down by only 3.
84-81.
Into Abdul-Jabbar for a hook. He missed it. The high rebound, and a whistle and a foul.
First ball foul,
Curtis Perry, I thought. 18. So Curtis Perry now with 5 personal fouls. John Block is on the bench for the Bucks with 5 personal fouls. Wilt Chamberlain has 4. Bobby Dandridge 4. Jerry West shot too flat. Rebound Perry for the Bucks. Kobe Kimball has not been in the game. He represents size and strength if they need to go to him. Very few substitutions actually at the front line positions. Here is the shot up and off, and Jerry West comes out of it. It's a 3-on-2. A pass for McMillan, and it gets away. So a turnover for Los Angeles, and that's 20. 20 turnovers. Oscar Robertson is back in the lineup for Milwaukee with Lucius Allen in the backcourt. Here comes John Block back into the ball game for the Bucks. So he joins Perry, and Jabbar on the front line. I just ran down the fouls for you, so here we go. With 10:45 to go, you pretty well know where we are. 3-point Milwaukee lead. Jabbar against Chamberlain. Inside. Lucius Allen sneaking in. You notice McMillan came out trying to help McCluskey.
Right. When McMillan's over there double teaming Jabbar, that means his man is free, so you got to look for the loose man.
McMillan.
Basket by Jim.
And it's now a 3-point lead again for the Bucks. It has been said that this man with the ball, Oscar Robertson, is the most stabilizing influence in basketball. We'll see. John Block. Boy, I'll tell you, he's torn a hole in the Lakers today. He's got 15 points. And Allen almost stole the ball.
88, Lakers 83.
McMillan comes back to help now as the Bucks put on the pressure in the backcourt. Jerry West brings it up. 9:55. Jerry trying to get by Oscar. He does. He hooks it back. Intended for Chamberlain. Gets away. Hairston tries to save it and can't do it. Well, that's twice now. The Lakers have come down here in the opening moments of the fourth quarter and turned it over.
I think at this point, the Bucks are getting better shots than the Lakers are. Although the Lakers are right in here and making the shots, they're not the shots that I think they would like to get.
Oscar feeds it in to Curtis Perry. He gets the bucket. Milwaukee 17 out of 29 from the field in the second half. Wow. That was Perry's first point. Here's Glenn Robinson in traffic. Gets it up. Oh, it's good. Basket counts. He was fouled.
By Glenn Robinson.
Take a look at it. And the foul is on Abdul Jabbar. That is his third personal foul.
At the line for the Lakers. Shooting one.
Glenn got it up. It danced around a little, but fell the right way. And he makes a 3-point play. Milwaukee leading by 4. 9:10 to go in the ball game. Very much a major league contest, as we suggested at the outset. Jabbar double team, slapped loose as Robinson came around the blind side.
That's dangerous stuff Robinson's doing. He's leaving the man free. If Jabbar can keep that ball up over his head, he can hit the free man pretty easily.
Lucius Allen goes to Kareem. Lucius blocked with it. Look out for this man. He's been frozen all day. He has 17 points. And it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
And a sign of experience in that he has 5 fouls. He's playing pretty much the same way he was playing before. And you have to know what you're doing when you do that.
Robinson is open. He hit it. Lucius Allen got caught in traffic and took a whack on the side of the head, and Glenn Robinson got loose for his 13th point.
They're making those shots, Keith, but those are not necessarily good percentage shots that they're making, that the Lakers are making. They're pretty long shots.
Here's Allen. Goaltending called against Chamberlain. Or is it McMillan? Allen, 7 out of 10. 94, 88, 8-10 to play in a game. The Lakers' 33-game win streak right on the line. Jerry hit. It gets away with it. Here's Glenn Robinson outside with a howitzer that's good.
Maybe those are the shots they want to take.
Well, you know, the other night in Atlanta, the Hawks were very much in it Friday night. Flynn came out to start the second half of that ball game for the Lakers and hit 4 in a row, and that quick it was all over. So they need some of the outside firepower. He's 6 out of 11 from the field. Oscar comes right back down. This time he cannot retaliate with the points, and it is off the hands of Curtis Perry out of bounds. Here comes Gail Goodrich back, and Glenn Robinson leaves for Los Angeles. So the question keeps running through everybody's mind. Is this where the Lakers' streak stops? So I'll tell you, if you've got to lose a streak, it's not a bad place to lose it. Here's the shot by Goodrich. Chamberlain inside has the ball, but has to come out with it. Here's Jerry West on the baseline. Here's Hairston, has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. L.A. will keep it. A 4-point Milwaukee lead with 7:20 to go in the ball game. 94-90. Hairston. He's working against Block. Offensive foul, Hairston.
Nice call, ref.
Offensive foul.
That wasn't too obvious.
Happy Hairston has 4 personal fouls. 7-10 to play in the ball game. Bucks up by 4. Lucius Allen. Happy Hairston the rebound. Double handful of them. Jerry West. Tip. Chamberlain.
Basket by Chamberlain.
2-point Milwaukee lead.
94-92.
6:40 to play. Oscar back to Jabbar. Slammed up. 33 points for Abdul Jabbar. Goodrich. Oh, halfway down, came out. John Block slows it down. Time call by the Milwaukee Bucks. 6 minutes, 23 seconds to play in the ball game here at Milwaukee Arena. Our score, Bucks 96, Los Angeles Lakers 92. Remember, coming up next, for those of you except the West Coast, the ABC's award-winning outdoor series, The American Sportsman, premiering for its 8th consecutive season here on ABC. Those of you on the West Coast will see it today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Bill Russell, the personal foul story becomes a definite factor. This game has surged back and forth.
Yeah, but nobody can break it open. Every time it seems like one team's going to run away. You know, they put 2 or 3 baskets together. It looks like they might break it open, and the other team comes right back. These are tough clubs. These clubs are tough mentally because they're not stepping back at anything. Anytime Oscar will go down and take one on West will come right back to him, and vice versa.
Well, we don't have a whole lot of time left. 6 minutes and 23 seconds. The score you see, a 4-point edge for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have in the lineup Oscar Robertson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, John Block, Lucius Allen, and Curtis Perry. Jerry West, Gail Goodrich, Happy Hairston, Jim McMillan, Wilt Chamberlain for Los Angeles. Jabbar over Chamberlain, won't go, tips it in. He is 9 out of 11 from the field in the second half. And as Bill Russell said, he just simply go into the basket.
He's taking it in there, and he's not fooling around with it.
Jerry West, double team, gets it out to Wilt. Here's Jerry, block by block. How about that? Oscar comes up with it. Pass to Allen. 2 points. And suddenly the Bucks have an 8-point lead. With 5:35 to go in the game. Allen, 16 points. 33 points for the Bucks have come off the bench. In Block and Allen, and here's Lucius stealing it. Against Goodrich. Offensive foul. Allen.
Offensive foul. Lucius Allen. Third personal.
Lucius Allen has stolen the ball. 4:73 as Happy Hairston goes to the line with 43 seconds to go. 14 points, 16 rebounds. Step now has 15 points.
Into the box lineup.
Block leaves. Curtis Perry, number 18, comes in to replace him. Chamberlain has 4. John Block 5. Kareem Jabbar 3. Jerry West 3. Those are the only people that might be considered in foul trouble. The free throws are good. It's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. 40 seconds to go, third quarter, as Lucius Allen brings it down. Here's Curtis Perry. Here's Kareem Jabbar. And he got woke up, and good fake, and he has 31 points.
84.
The Lakers are going to go for one shot. They're going to play for one shot.
You see Wally Jones, he really slapping him.
That's like the bump and run defense on the...
Well, hey, stolen by Flynn Robinson. Stolen right back. And Flynn tried to set it up and drive, and Lucius Allen shoots and misses at the buzzer. So the Lakers almost had 4 quick points, but not quite. The end of the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth quarter tip-off in just a moment. The Milwaukee Bucks have an 84-77 lead over the Los Angeles Lakers. Just a reminder, immediately following our ball game, stay tuned for Prudential NBA Report. Keith Jackson along with Bill Russell. At the end of 3 quarters, it's Milwaukee 84, Los Angeles 77. First of our NBA basketball on ABC every Sunday. Next Sunday, it'll be the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets. The Los Angeles Lakers 33-game win streak on the line as we go to the final 12 minutes, and Jerry West comes out of there with it. It's been a great ball game to this point, and Jim McMillan hits the first bucket of the final quarter. And the Bucks are leading by 5. As Wally Jones, Lucius Allen, Bobby Dandridge, Curtis Perry, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar take the floor for the Bucks. Jerry West is guarding Lucius Allen. Glenn Robinson, Jim McMillan, Wilt Chamberlain. Good play as McMillan sets it up for Flynn Robinson, and he breaks away to score it. And now the Lakers are down by only 3.
84-81.
Into Abdul-Jabbar for a hook. He missed it. The high rebound. And a whistle and a foul.
First ball foul,
Curtis Perry, I thought. 18. So Curtis Perry now with 5 personal fouls. John Block is on the bench for the Bucks with 5 personal fouls. Wilt Chamberlain has 4. Bobby Dandridge 4. Jerry West shot 2 flat. Rebound Perry for the Bucks. Kobe Kimball has not been in the game. He represents size and strength if they need to go to him. Very few substitutions, actually, at the front line positions. Here is the shot up and off, and Jerry West comes out of it. It's a 3-on-2. A pass for McMillan, and it gets away. So a turnover for Los Angeles, and that's 20. 20 turnovers. Oscar Robertson is back in the lineup for Milwaukee with Lucius Allen in the backcourt. Here comes John Block back into the ball game for the Bucks. So he joins Perry and Jabbar on the front line. I just ran down the fouls for you. So here we go with 10:45 to go. You pretty well know where we are. A 3-point Milwaukee lead. Jabbar against Chamberlain. Inside. Lucius Allen sneaking in. You notice McMillan came out trying to help McCluskey.
Right, when McMillan's over there double teaming Jabbar, that means his man is free, so you got to look for the loose man.
McMillan.
Basket by Jim.
And it's now a 3-point lead again for the Bucks. It has been said that this man with the ball, Oscar Robertson, is the most stabilizing influence in basketball. We'll see. John Block. Boy, I'll tell you, he's torn a hole in the Lakers today. He's got 15 points. And Allen almost stole the ball.
88, Lakers 83.
McMillan comes back to help now as the Bucks put on the pressure in the backcourt. Jerry West brings it up. 9:55. Jerry trying to get by Oscar. He does. He hooks it back. Intended for Chamberlain. Gets away. Hairston tries to save it and can't do it. Well, that's twice now. The Lakers have come down here in the opening moments of the fourth quarter and turned it over.
I think at this point the Bucks are getting better shots than the Lakers are. Although the Lakers are running in and making the shots, they're not the shots that I think they would like to get.
Oscar feeds it in to Curtis Perry. He gets the bucket. Milwaukee is 17 out of 29 from the field in the second half. Wow. That was Perry's first point. Here's Glenn Robinson in traffic. Gets it up. Oh, it's good. Basket counts. He was fouled.
By Flynn Robinson.
Take a look at it.
Abdul-Jabbar.
And the foul is on Abdul-Jabbar. That is his third personal foul.
At the line for the Lakers. Shooting one.
Flynn got it up. It danced around a little, but fell the right way. And he makes a 3-point play. Milwaukee leading by 4. 9:10 to go in the ball game. Very much a major league contest, as we suggested at the outset. Jabbar double team, slapped loose as Robinson came around the blind side.
That's dangerous stuff Robinson's doing. He's leaving the man free. If Jabbar can keep that ball up over his head, he can hit the free man pretty easily.
Lucius Allen goes to Kareem. Lucius. Block with it. Look out for this man. He's been poison all day. He has 17 points. And it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
And a sign of experience in that he has 5 fouls. He's playing pretty much the same way he was playing before. And you have to know what you're doing when you do that.
Robinson is open. He hit it. Lucius Allen got caught in traffic and took a whack on the side of the head, and Glenn Robinson got loose for his 13th point.
They're making those shots, Keith, but those are not necessarily good percentage shots that they're making, that the Lakers are making. They're pretty long shots.
Here's Allen. Goaltending called against Chamberlain. Or is it McMillan? Allen, 7 out of 10. 94, 88, 8-10 to play in a game. The Lakers' 33-game win streak right on the line. Jerry hit. It gets away with it. Here's Glenn Robinson outside with a howitzer that's good.
Maybe those are the shots they want to take.
Well, you know, the other night in Atlanta, the Hawks were very much in it Friday night. Flynn came out to start the second half of that ball game for the Lakers and hit 4 in a row, and that quick it was all over. So they need some of the outside firepower. He's 6 out of 11 from the field. Oscar comes right back down. This time he cannot retaliate with the points, and it is off the hands of Curtis Perry out of bounds. Here comes Gail Goodrich back, and Glenn Robinson leaves for Los Angeles. So the question keeps running through everybody's mind, is this where the Lakers' streak stops? I'll tell you, if you've got to lose a streak, it's not a bad place to lose it. Here's the shot by Goodrich. Chamberlain inside has the ball, but has to come out with it. Here's Jerry West on the baseline. Here's Hairston, has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. L.A. will keep it. A 4-point Milwaukee lead with 7:20 to go in the ball game. 94-90. Hairston. He's working against blocks. Offensive foul, Hairston.
Nice call, Ref. That wasn't too obvious.
Happy Hairston has 4 personal fouls. 7:10 to play in the ball game. Bucks up by 4. Lucius Allen. Happy Hairston the rebound. Double handful of it. Jerry West. Tip. Chamberlain.
Basket by Chamberlain.
2-point Milwaukee lead.
94-92.
6:40 to play. Oscar back to Jabbar. Slammed up. 33 points for Abdul Jabbar. Goodrich. Oh, halfway down, came out. John Block slows it down. Time call by the Milwaukee Bucks. 6 minutes, 23 seconds to play in the ball game here at Milwaukee Arena. Our score, Bucks 96, Los Angeles Lakers 92. Remember, coming up next, for those of you except the West Coast, the ABC's award-winning outdoor series, The American Sportsman, premiering for its 8th consecutive season here on ABC. Those of you on the West Coast will see it today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Bill Russell, the personal foul story becomes a definite factor. This game has surged back and forth.
Yeah, but nobody can break it open. Every time it seems like one team's going to run away. You know, they put 2 or 3 baskets together. It looks like they might break it open, and the other team comes right back. These are tough clubs. These clubs are tough mentally because they're not stepping back at anything. Anytime Oscar will go down and take one on West will come right back to him, and vice versa.
Well, we don't have a whole lot of time left. 6 minutes and 23 seconds. The score you see, a 4-point edge for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have in the lineup Oscar Robertson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, John Block, Lucius Allen, and Curtis Perry. Jerry West, Gail Goodrich, Happy Hairston, Jim McMillan, Wilt Chamberlain for Los Angeles. Jabbar over Chamberlain, won't go, tips it in. He is 9 out of 11 from the field in the second half. And as Bill Russell said, he just simply going to the basket.
He's taking it in there, and he's not fooling around with it.
Jerry West, double team, gets it out to Wilt. Here's Jerry, block by block. How about that? Oscar comes up with it. Pass to Allen. 2 points. And suddenly the Bucks have an 8-point lead. With 5:35 to go in the game. Allen, 16 points. 33 points for the Bucks have come off the bench. In blocking Allen, and here's Lucius stealing it. Against Goodrich. Offensive foul. Allen.
Offensive
Lucius Allen has stolen the ball 4